What is up, everybody? Well, I guess nobody, because nobody watches these videos. Well, that's alright. Someone might. But you see, the Manches, this beast. It doesn't look all that great, but it's got the shifter, got the back brake, the handles. They don't really seem legit. That doesn't look like the throttle at all. They got just basically it's a good bike though. I just put all I've done to it though for this video. You don't have to do anything. You could leave it completely stock, but all I've done is change the paint, got a different gas tank, and put on some engine things. Engine upgrades, yeah. Bought some of those. It was like 12,000. Just the second one. That's what I'm on it. You don't have to change the exhaust. Everything is perfect the way you get it. You could do it on it. I did change the seat and yeah. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to slow wheelie just like this, or if you want like this. But yeah, you get the point. So what's the purpose of these wheelies, might you ask? Well, first you could do a stunt with them. You could like crap, what's his name? There's a YouTuber that went around the entire map with just a wheelie, but he actually used mods to get that wheelie up so it could go slower with it. It's like you could do it with this, but I don't remember his channel name. I'll put it in the description though. So wheelies, do this. Oh, almost let it down there. Ah, crap, I let it down rather. But so, yeah, that's basically the purpose of the wheelie. Like, so what you're gonna want to do, okay? So you're gonna lean back, and just feather the throttle until it comes up, and you can't lean too far back, but it should be fine if you hold it down. See, I'll show you what happens when you lean too. Actually, that didn't kick me off, but if you lean too far back, it will like spaz out and you'll fall off just like any other bike. But you don't have to worry about that if you're going a nice pace. If you go too slow, it'll lean back, and it does not want to throw me off. That is kind of weird. But yep, you lean back too much. Yeah, it's not wanting to throw me off. Oh, well, so you do that. If you're going too fast, you could just kind of like let off the throttle, and sometimes it'll bring it down. See, like this, if you're going a bit too fast, just let off the throttle and just kind of feather it. Like keep pressing the throttle in, but not as much. Just kind of feather it and you'll come to a slow, and that was weird. That was very weird. Yes, and also I know my voice is kind of annoying. So yeah, save me the trouble of reading those comments and all that. But so that's how you do the slow wheelie. You're not gonna get it, well, you might, but most people aren't gonna be able to do this their first time getting the Manches. Some people it takes minutes, some hours, some days. It shouldn't take you days, but if it does, then you're just learning it better than the rest. If it takes you days, don't worry. You might even be able to do it better than the people that take maybe 2 minutes. Just because trial and error, you learn from your mistakes. So if it does take you days, it's completely fine. You'll have more experience with it. Just don't feel too bad if it takes you a bit longer. So this took me maybe 5-10 minutes. And yeah, so this thing kind of looks weird when it's up in the air. So you do that. You just kind of throttle that. Oh, crap.
Don't ask how I got this number. We met a while ago, I think. Or we should have done. There's a new
Let me see. So, I will show you guys a couple really good places that I like to go to do this. And that is not realistic. So, if you guys play on like GTA RP servers and whatnot, what you could do is like, you could wheelie along the street if you get pulled over, just be like, oh yeah, my front tire popped, so I don't want to ruin the rim by riding on it. See how far you could take that. And yeah, so the first really good spot is the Yellow Jack. It's really good, mostly because of this right here, this kind of like rectangle-ish thing. So you just kind of, it's easier to do circles and stuff when you're going slow. Just kind of keep it a bit slow just keep it slow. Kind of just feather the throttle. And that is how, this is a really nice place to learn. And then also down here, down this way, just kind of, it's a decent spot. I like it though. Yellow Jack isn't the best either, but there isn't really anywhere to really go. So my favorite spots are that lot, wheeling around gas station pumps and stuff. I do wheelie in there sometimes, but my absolute favorite spot is up here. It's right by, I gotta do this, just in case I break it. So, this spot right here, I have the counterfeit money operation and then a garage, just in case I need a car and stuff. So back here, right here, okay, you could have some of your friends back here on motorcycles. You could put on a little show. You could have people in cars line up right there, kind of make a circle or something. You could do all sorts of things, have fights. You could also, there's this, which is really nice. If you go in first person, it gives you more of a challenge. You just kind of go up this and drop off. It's kind of little, it looks easy, pretty difficult at first. You just got to keep it up. Also, this right here takes a bit of speed, and I didn't fall off that time. You could go back there and kind of wheelie off. You could do some slow circle wheelies. Honestly, these engine upgrades almost make it more difficult to wheelie. Almost. I just wouldn't recommend putting armor on this bike. Mostly because it slows the speed down and messes with the acceleration, so you might not be able to wheelie as good as, say, yeah, you won't be able to wheelie as well as, say, a armored one. So yeah, that's basically how to wheelie you could do. While I'm on motorcycles though, if you're playing by yourself, you know, whether it's solo, private, whatever, public, So what I like to do is, since I have the counterfeit cash factory back there, I like to actually mess with my internet settings so I can get on a public. All you do is go into your settings, just basically set it up, and when you come to the MTU setting, put in 750 instead of the 1500, and then it will take longer to load in to a server, but in the long run it's pretty nice. And yeah, so that's that. So then if you want to like really one-handed, pull out like a flashlight or something, and not that one, kind of do this really one-handed. Probably should keep your right hand on the controls though, just because it'd be way weird, because your throttle is on the right side of the handlebar. So you could do this, you could go, yeah. So you basically do the same thing if you're lonely on one of these servers. You get Sanchez though to chase after you, and you got a little posse. You get like 15 of them just coming at you at once, and hopefully they don't start shooting. You can just sit there and mess around for a good like 3 hours. So that's a plus. But again, once again, Sanchez, that is how you wheelie. And just some fun things to do with it. Could wheelie around places. Still can't think of that guy's name. What was his channel name? Oh, I think it was like Norse or Nord. I don't remember. I'll put it in the description though. I'll put a link to his channel if I can find it. But he does do a wheelie around the whole map, like I said. But he did use mods just to get that wheelie effect. Since basically, I think he did it before all these, like this thing came out. So props to him though for doing that. And that's a long way, I gotta say. Just say wheeling maybe for 5-10 minutes, it gets really painful just with your thumb. So that's only if you're on a console. If you're on a computer, it might be a little easier. It might not be easier, but it's gonna be less painful on your thumb. You do little tricks, you know. You can do a whip. Just little stuff like that. And also, if you're trying to look professional or whatnot, just go in, grab one of the biker suits. I just chose black because black is a pretty nice color. Also, my bike's black. Then just grab a off-road helmet and some goggles, and voila. The wrong way. So this bike is also really good at off-road. If you want to make a supermoto though, all you gotta do is change out the tires. Yeah, that should be about it for this video. I'm not gonna drag this on for too much longer, but it is a really nice bike. I gotta say, props to Rockstar, do a little whip. And next thing they gotta add is tricks into the game, so you can do like legit tricks on like bikes and motorcycles. Cars don't really, they can do all the tricks already, but like I said, really cool how you could do this with at least one of the bikes. But if you've been playing GTA for like even a couple days, you should know that like all of the motorcycles basically can't slow wheelie. You have to be going really fast for it. Say like the Sanchez, it won't even wheelie this slow. Like Manches, you could get it way up there really easily. Sanchez, you gotta be going like 15 miles an hour. You gotta be going like this fast with it. But yeah, so that should wrap it up about, I think. Yeah. So this is how to wheelie, and I will see you in the next video.